Hello Taurus, welcome to your He Said, She Said reading. This is for December 1st through 15th, 2018. Thank you for joining us. Say hello, Richard.
Hello, Taurus.
And we're here to deliver your messages for this time period. If you'd like your own personal He Said, She Said reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. The cost is $35 for a 20-minute reading with both Richard and I. So let's get started. For your oracle cards, from the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, you've got Grandmother Magics, which is about comfort. It's a time of life change, but there's a message here of people around you who bring you solace, comfort, and unconditional love. Being surrounded by comfort. And this can be people, it can be pets for some of you, Taurians. With this, it's very much an energy of life change and growing older. It's growing up. But it's recognizing that by doing so, it doesn't mean that you lose your vitality in any way. Growing up doesn't have to mean growing old. In the way that you view yourself is really what I'm thinking about when I see this card. Now, from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, you've got the card of discernment.
Yeah, if you look closely at this card, you'll see it's sort of a representation of the three wise monkeys. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. So the discernment card here heralds an opportunity for powerful growth and expansion, and the need for raised awareness. Examine the facts, draw on any relevant wisdom, learn from past experience, and listen to your intuition. Now is the time to examine the bare truth before moving forward, and for being mindful of any possible consequences of thoughts, deeds, and actions. I really like that energy for you, Taurus.
So let's see where this goes. I've already meditated on your energy, Taurus, so let's cut these cards and let's focus in on the energy of the person that you are thinking about, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, Taurus, how you feel about them, the strengths of the relationship, the weaknesses of the relationship, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock, and the potential outcome. And remember, this can flip, it can read the opposite way around, so bear that in mind. Okay, Taurus, let's look at the energy of the person that you are thinking about here in December. Queen of Wands.
Yes, Queen of Wands. It could be a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Leo, or a
Aries.
Aries, yes. Thank you. Or it's somebody who is embodying the really good aspects of the Queen of Wands. Somebody who knows what they're doing, is moving in the right direction, has drive, has ambition, is creative, and wants to create.
And that can be male or female, by the way, because this is a general reading. Let's see what they bring to the table when it comes to you, Taurus. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse.
So possibly that indicates that there is a loss of love. The love is running out of this relationship.
Potentially. It's also disillusionment, unhappiness when it comes to previous held hopes
about a relationship
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the flaw is. The moon. Okay.
Yeah, so the moon talks about confusion and just a lack of clarity, really.
Yeah, it may be about a relationship that maybe hasn't come to its worked out the way that this person wanted, is how I'm feeling. The flaw, though, is the need to, I feel very strongly a need here to pay attention to intuition. It's about the thought process. You know, the moon distorts. When you look at things under moonlight, they look quite differently than when you see them in the light of day. And it seems that this person may be viewing a past opportunity that hasn't worked in the past in a distorted way, perhaps. That's what I'm getting. Let's see how they're viewing you, Taurus. The Lovers in reverse.
Yeah, so they're talking, it looks like a sort of a separation or a breakup here.
Yeah, they're viewing you, Taurus, as someone who doesn't want the relationship, really. Possibly because there has been a break in the past, potentially. I do feel that this may be the distorted view, that how they're viewing you is the distorted view, potentially. So if this is the case, it's a red flag that this person is viewing you as someone who is not viewing this as a connection, as something that has potential for the future. I pick it up as, you know, that soul connection, they also may view you, Taurus, as someone who may have found it difficult to make decisions in the past, potentially. That's for some of you as well, because the Lovers in reverse can indicate poor choices, making bad decisions as well. So it could be that, but I also get the sense around this of something that they're not seeing the right way, and I think it's this. Possibly a breakup at the past. Things haven't worked out in the past. Now, how you're viewing this person? The Emperor in reverse. So it might be an Aries, potentially for some of you. And
the Emperor in reverse is somebody who has a bit of trouble keeping their temper, possibly somebody who's a bit angry.
Could be.
And possibly abusive as well.
Potentially. How they're viewing you. You know, the thing is, it can go several different ways, but I think it's more about a lack of confidence. I feel like what this person is picking up is more a lack of confidence in the relationship. That's what I'm picking up intuitively. Is that this is about a lack of confidence. I think that this is what's causing the confusion. Let's look at the strength. 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay.
As a strength. So the strength is that...
Well, the thing is, I don't think that either one of you is wanting to move on. There's an energy here of...
not making plans for the future.
Not making plans to go elsewhere. It's a... It's the 2 of Wands is a card of a returning traveller, someone returning. So it may be that this is a breakup, Taurus, that there already has been a breakup, and now there is a coming back together, although there's still some confusion, some frustration, perhaps even some fear and anxiety about where this is going. But the strength is telling me that this is a return, that someone's coming back. Okay, the weakness here is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse.
So that's an indication that perhaps either one or other of the parties, or both, are not working as hard as they need to on the relationship to get it right.
And this may also be part of the confusion as well. Let's look at the potential. We've got the Empress. The roadblock is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse.
Well, the Empress is nice energy. So the Empress is, I think, being treated, but one or other party being treated as they want to be treated, as being able to create a home, being able to be the fertile giver of a home.
Yeah, and with the Four of Pentacles in reverse as the roadblock, there seems to be a need to let go of something first. Maybe resentment, feelings of any kind of hurt feelings, or anything that is causing the confusion. I feel that it's around this breakup, because I get that the other person is viewing this as, I get it as a focus elsewhere, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. A focus elsewhere, someone who may feel a lack in some way. You know, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse can speak about a life change, perhaps even a midlife crisis for some of you Taurus. You know, this card speaks of life changes, growing older, growing up, growing older, but the need to see it differently. It may be here that there has been a breakup due to some kind of life change, and how this person is viewing themselves during that life change. But meanwhile, I get that there is comfort and solace around them with the Empress, the Queen of Wands. But there's some kind of imbalance, disharmony. I think it's this life crisis, this going through a life change. Let's look at the outcome. We've got the Sun in reverse, so a need to see things clearly. I do feel we've got two cards of not seeing things clearly here, two cards of being kept in the dark, feeling confused, especially when it comes to someone's, I think all of this is brought about by how someone is viewing their own change of life. That's what I'm getting. Yeah,
and they're not viewing it very clearly.
And then there's a lot of confusion.
And it's led to a loss of self-confidence, and ultimately, I think it's led to a breakup, or at least a separation, or some kind of bad change for the relationship overall.
But the good part that I see here is that this person is trying to maintain the focus on their own success, their own creative energy for the future. So I feel like this person still has optimism when it comes to this situation. There just needs to be viewed in a certain way, and it has to do with releasing what is no longer of value. And I think it's old beliefs, limiting beliefs. It's hanging on to any feelings as it relates to a breakup in the past, any kind of hurt feelings, anything that hasn't come to fruition in the past, in order to focus on seeing things for what they are here. Because I get that there is a return, or someone wants to return to this. So let's see what this Sun in reverse is. What is the Sun in reverse, please, for Taurus? What is the Sun in reverse for Taurus? You know, discernment, it's all about choices.
Making good choices.
And I feel like there's been a bad choice made in the past, and this fire sign is viewing you as someone who's made bad choices. As it relates to love, there may have been an ignoring of someone's cup here, potentially. I also see that. What is this Sun in reverse? Strength. Yeah, it's that It's the old fable of the lion with the thorn in his paw, and having it be removed by a mouse in the fable. But I feel like there needs to be the root needs to be removed here. Something that's causing pain. It needs to be seen in the light of day, under fresh eyes, in order for there to, because there's comfort here. I see this as solace, comforting someone who is feeling pain, going through a painful time. And I think it has to do with this sense of being unfulfilled in life, going through a life change. Finding comfort and solace through a life change is what I'm getting with this reading. And I see that here, and there's a need to see, on the terms of this fire sign, there's a need to see things a little bit more compassionately with what someone else is going through, I feel. That may be this energy here of someone who perhaps is feeling out of control, or feeling like they're unable to control a situation, and there may be some anger involved with that as well. So it's a need to see things differently, to show compassion and support to someone going through a life change. I get it as growing older, how they're viewing themselves, all of that kind of energy.
And with the strength card, I think it's a lot about inner strength.
Yeah.
And going within and being able to get strength from your inner self.
So we'll leave it there for you, Taurus, and wish you all the very best. Don't forget, if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. The cost is $35 for a 20-minute reading with both Richard and I. I also have, if you're interested in 12-month year-ahead forecasts for 2019, I have those available on my Vimeo channel. So those are the ones that I do by myself. So if you're interested, you can check those out. The link is below in the descriptions box. So wishing you all the best with this, Taurus.
And thank you, Taurus. Goodbye, good luck.